Hey guys, BradStockCar's Looney Tunes UPA fanatic here, and I want to tell my own personal thoughts on a upcoming Disney movie that's gonna release 2 years on Thanksgiving, and it was announced by the latest D23 event, which also announced the upcoming Oswald series and a fourth Kingdom Hearts game, and as well a Kingdom Hearts anime series, which surprising. That's surprising that Disney is dipping their toes in video game adaptations. But I want to tell all my thoughts about this one announced original Disney movie that caught my eye, and I was very impressed that this one looks very different than the previous Disney anime movies that Disney typically release, and that is Disney's Clay, which is a movie directed by the same person who directed Wish and the upcoming Disney movie Hex, which is gonna release this year soon. And the story centers on Flip, a reluctant mentor voiced by Kieran Culkin, who is selected during an annual ritual to guide a young ball of clay named Mushy. And that's all of the information with the plot for this movie, at least for now. We did get a concept art of the movie, and it looks fantastic. It is because these concept arts are just grab me like no other Disney project would ever do to me. And looking at its art style, it kind of reminds me of Rayman, and that specifically goes to one of the main characters, which is Flip. And yeah, he does pretty much resemble Rayman, but just with arms and limbs and all, and also ears. And he also looks like Sonic the Hedgehog, judging by his body proportions and hairstyle. And that's the main selling point of why Clay likely surprises me, because this doesn't look like your typical modern Disney anime movie. This looks more of like it came straight out of a platform game. And the movie stars a male character, which is very rare in Disney movies. I guess only in the modern era, because the only modern Disney characters we know that are male is Hyro from Big Hero 6 and Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph. And that's all. The majority of Disney protagonists is female. Even glad that Clay is not gonna feature another quirky Disney female protagonist and use the typical Disney art style and all, because Clay looks like it could be a wacky mix with fantasy elements, and the animation might be cartoony, judging in this concept art with a Mushy stretching her arm and all. And the problem with modern Disney anime movies is they sort of have this semi-realism to their art style in their CG animated films, like when it comes to movies like Zootopia, Frozen, Ralph Breaks the Internet. Those movies, like, while yes, they may look impressive with their textures, lighting, animation, hair, or fall textures, yeah, like, they look awesome, but the kind of weak part is like the character designs of the Disney characters, like Elsa, Judy Hobbs. Like, they don't, like, I'm not saying they look bad. They just look pretty much the same when it comes to their heads or facial features, and like, if you already know, modern Disney female protagonists just look pretty much the same. If you already know that trend. And they have this sort of realistic style to them that just makes it look unappealing and oh my god. Especially the Zootopia characters. Honestly, I mean, they don't look bad and all. They look good, honestly, but honestly, they don't look appealing that much. I can't elaborate it. It's just the realistic style just like tones me away. Like, although only Disney CG anime movies like Wreck-It Ralph, the original Wreck-It Ralph, and Bald, like, does have like a sort of like a little more stylized character designs and all, like that are not detailed or realistic, and they aged well than the later modern CG anime movies from Disney. But with Clay, the character designs in this movie are very cartoony or stylized. And they don't even look realistic. They look not realistic, just like that detailed. They look pretty simple, especially Mushy, the anthropomorphic Clay. And yeah, I like the art style, like, reminds me of Rayman, or a thing that comes from a platform game. And I believe that this movie could attract to more of a male audience rather than a female audience, due to the main character being male. And I believe that Disney just wanted to stop their typical formula with their movies, and like, they wanted to try something new. Because we have already got enough Disney anime movies with female characters with the semi-realistic art style, and they want to try something new and fresh rather than being obvious that you got from a typical modern Disney anime movie. In the setting of this movie, judging by this piece of concept art, is gonna take place in a fun, magical fantasy world, something like DreamWorks Trolls, and could be a fun one. Well, that's all my thoughts about the upcoming movie, Clay. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you later in the next video.